What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do an all my love reading for the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you guys are third in the zodiac lineup for Group 1. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so um, just so you guys know, I do work during the day, um, 5 days a week. And so I usually do the readings primarily dependent on the energy level. Okay. So if, and really not just the energy level of the collective, but my energy level. Okay. Um, Doing readings can be very draining. Okay. Because I do intuitive readings. Okay. Basically, I go based on the messages that are on the cards themselves, and then pretty much go empathetically in regards to the energy of the collective. Okay, so if my energy level is low, I can't give you the best reading that I possibly can. Okay, if the energy level of the collective is low, you're not going to get a great reading. Okay, this is free 99 information, so hopefully you guys can, adjust to this very weird schedule. Okay. Um, of course, I don't know whether or not how my fall is going to run, because I will be going on vacation towards the end of the year. Okay. And my vacation is usually about from like after Thanksgiving all the way to February. Okay. I'll still do some light readings as permitted, but it gives me some time to let the collective kind of clear their energy out for the year, enjoy the holidays with friends and family, things of that nature. Okay. So, but I pretty much get these readings out as best as I can with everyone, okay? And allowing all the signs to get a reading, okay? I am not selective and do certain readings for particular signs. I try to be fair to everybody. So you please try and understand that. I appreciate your patronage. And so let's get into your reading, okay? One from the top is for your energy. One from the bottom is for the energy of the situation and or person that you are dealing with. And then one energetically from the middle. And I'm eyeing this card here. Okay, which is what you dream or wish the energy to be between you and the situation and or person. Okay, so let's see where you guys are, Cancer. We have harmony in your energy. We have elevation in the energy of the situation and or person. Okay, which I feel like is new energy, so welcome to the channel. Okay, and then vision, which is the energy between you and the situation and or person. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, like I said, welcome. Truly appreciate your patronage as well. If you would like to be notified when I upload a reading for your particular sign, by all means, please subscribe so that way you can get that notification. Okay, and you can specify how you want to be notified, of course. And hopefully you guys stick around for the ride. Okay, and be here because you are trying to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Okay, um, so let's get into your reading. Okay, Cancers, your energy right now is in harmony. Okay, harmony. It says you are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Okay, you are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Okay, you're in harmony right now. Okay, whatever or whoever you are dealing with right now, everything is love at this point. Okay, you have a very positive energy about you right now, Cancer, and the way maybe your life in general is going. Okay, And so everything has, the key word that I'm feeling the most is balanced, okay? So that's a good place to be in, okay? Very harmonic, if you will, energy, okay? Very pure, very light. Let's get into the person and or situation, which is elevation, okay? Elevation, like I said, new energy alert, because I think this is the first time that I've seen this card come up. You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, okay? You are making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love, okay? So possibly with the situation and or person, Cancer, is that they are elevating themselves to maybe match your harmony, okay? In the sense of maybe getting through this particular phase with you in a way that involves elevating to the next level, okay? Maybe something as small as, I'm not going to say maybe going out of town with each other, but maybe spending the night or something to that effect, or maybe more intimate dates, if you will. Maybe you've done group dynamics for the most part to kind of break the ice of some sort. And so maybe elevating to just one-on-one time, like I said, spending the night somewhere or with each other, something to that effect, okay? It's some kind of elevation of that kind. Little minute things, nothing really major, okay, is what I'm feeling, okay? Just extending themselves a little bit more, okay? Maybe at first they were kind of tight scheduled, if you will, and so now they're maybe finding more time for you, maybe communicating more, things like that, okay? So something about their behavior is elevated now, okay? So maybe because you've passed a test, or vice versa, you've passed a test, they've passed a test with you, okay? Let's get to the energy between you and the person and or situation, which is in vision, okay? Vision. Vision says, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe, okay? No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe, okay? Vision, okay? So between the both of you, the person and yourself, or the situation and yourself, you realize that there are not bad relationships or just bad connections out there, okay? That there is, love available out there. Maybe between you and this person, or your previous relationships have been nothing but turmoil, karmic, toxic, things of that nature. And so to run across this person who has an abundance of love, you can kind of visualize yourself being with this person, and that they're not everyone is bad, okay? Maybe because you were borderline, possibly headed to that bitter phase, depending on how many relationships you've been in the past, that really just people showed their true colors with you, whereas this person does not, okay? They show you nothing but the best sides of them, okay? And so it's leading you to this vision that there is possibility in a very good person being out there and being suited for you, okay? So let's get into the next part of your reading, which is what your sign is focused on when it comes to love, okay? If this first row here is more your speed, Cancer, then by all means you can take that message and leave the rest for everyone else, okay? This portion of the reading, if you like, you can stick around and see if it resonates. But mind yourselves, Cancer, in the sense that you do share your energy with others with Cancer placements in their birth charts, and so they may coincide with yours, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle here. I'm going to go by threes. And so if you're not understanding that, what I mean, sharing your energy. These readings, all of my readings are for sun sign in that particular sign. So if you're a sun in Cancer or rising, this is for you. But if someone is a Libra or a Gemini and has Cancer in a particular placement that they care about, such as Venus or 7th house of friendships and contracts, then they will probably come and look at your reading, okay? And so their energy may be transcribed on here, and their message could be in another part of this reading, okay? So just be mindful of that. So when it doesn't resonate with you, it's because it's someone else's energy kind of imparting on your sign, okay? So one from the top and one directly from the bottom, okay, based off of what your sign is focused on right now, okay? You can take both of these for yourself, both towards the situation and or person, or one of each, okay? First message is mask, okay? Mask. Mask says, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, dilute, or gaslighting, okay? So I'm gonna put that right there. Mask. Now, again, like I said, this is possibly for a different set of Cancers. You could be in harmony yourself and being a true person, okay? But whoever you could be dealing with, okay, could be with vision coming out here last before this card came out. You could be dealing with trying to figure out if someone's real or not based off of what you've had in your past relationships, okay? So, not showing true feelings is something that sticks out, is kind of like my eyes are going to the most. And maybe gaslighting, okay? You may feel like someone's gaslighting you, okay? But they may not be, okay? It could be that they're just trying to go extra to impress you in a way, okay? Or match what they think you want, all right? Now, I ain't gonna try and point out no names or anything like that. It's between, I'm feeling Libra or Leo readings that I've done, all my loves, that you know, may be dealing with. Is just an honorable mention. You don't have to go look at those readings, because I really do not suggest cross-watching. When you cross-watch, you possibly cause, whoever you're cross-watching on, you possibly cause the energy to shift, okay? So whatever it is you're wishing for as you're cross-watching on someone, you could get the polar opposite, okay? Because if, even though they, you know, you're watching my reading right now, you don't know if someone's cross-watching on you, but let's say you start feeling differently about the person because of energy, okay? If energetically, you know, they say something or do something that kind of sets you off in a way that makes you be like, well, what was that about? It's because something has obviously transpired, because you feel energetically that there's something amiss with the connection, okay? And so for that person who's cross-watching, that person's energy is going to shift, because you're possibly, if you're, especially if you're watching tarot, to learn about what someone else thinks of you, when you could just ask, it could cause an adverse effect to make them think negatively of you, okay? And start distancing themselves from you, because then they feel like they can't trust you, okay? Not because someone blatantly told them that, hey, this person is cross-watching on your energy. It's not like that. It's all based off of energy. When you start dealing with someone on a regular basis, you are the word is, I'm trying to get the word to come out, but it doesn't want to. You are exchanging energy, okay? You're exchanging energy with each other, especially when you become intimate with someone, okay? Because you start knowing them energetically, you know, in the sense of, if you've ever sat up here and said something at the same time as someone, is like jinx. It's because you're starting to know each other's behavior, mannerism. When you're in a relationship with someone, you start saying some of the words that they say, or you start sounding like them. It's because you're around each other so much. Okay, so if you feel like someone is doing that purposely, you may feel like they're not showing their true feelings. Okay, but that could just be based off of what you've dealt with in your past. Okay, Cancer. So that's just a little, energy transference 101. Okay. I don't mean to get that deep with y'all, but I've explained it before, but I try not to go too deep into it because I try to stick to your reading. Okay. But let's get to the second message. Second message is the sword and rose. Okay. The sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Okay. The sword and a rose. Okay. With the sword and a rose, the automatic thing that I feel is that with the sword, automatically air energy. Okay. Air energy is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay. Again, honorable mentions. You don't have to be dealing with one of those signs. The rose is giving me this vibe of love. Okay. Rose is automatically, bring that ideal of love. Swift energy in the sense of being very truthful, Cancer, with your emotions. Okay. Maybe providing clarity to someone or needing some honest truth. Okay. And primarily to protect your heart. Okay. So, depending on what someone says to you or their behavior, you're going to get down to the nitty gritty of it because you are at that point in your life where you want harmony, you want peace. Okay. And so if something doesn't look right to you, you are going to, want some clarity about it. Okay. And so the best thing, like I said, is for you to actually ask that person. Okay. Instead of using tarot as a kind of personal gain, if you will. Okay. In love, it's much easier to just ask someone. Okay. So, I'm going to leave it at that. But I think that's primarily what it is. You're trying to protect your heart by, making sure this person is not playing games with you. Okay. So let's get into the last deck here, which is the Romance Angels, to see what the outcome of the energy is. You also take it as, some light advice in love, if you will. Okay. So I'm going to do kind of like a light shuffle. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and just do one hard shuffle, maybe two, because I'm feeling this energy of you guys needing to kind of hone in on what it is that you truly want out of the relationship, not what you don't want. Or it could be for that person that could be cross-watching on your energy, what it is that they actually want from you. Okay. If they want to be in a relationship with you, or if they just want to, have fun. Okay. Because you're not here to play games. Okay. One from the top and one from the bottom. Take both of these for yourself, or both towards the situation and or person, or one of each. Religious factors. Okay, religious factors. I want to say this came out before, maybe long time ago when I first started using this deck in a different reading. Okay, but I'll still consider it new energy alert. Okay. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. So for some of you Cancers, you could be a traditionalist in some kind of way. Okay. And maybe within your love life, you are looking for someone who is or shares the same upbringing. Okay. So maybe very traditional. Maybe you go to church with your family, things like that. Maybe you're switching from religious to spiritual, which in my opinion, again, is a totally different reading, or even just a whole video in itself, and when it comes to spirituality and religion. Okay, I don't find myself to be very religious. I grew up Baptist. um, when I was a kid, we went to church very faithfully. And then my life changed. My mom got divorced, and we stopped going to church. And it was then what is it, televangelism. I watched church on TV. I prayed, everything of that nature. Now I'm more spiritual. I do believe there is a Holy Spirit. I don't shun anyone else's religion. By all means, praise who you want to praise. But in my opinion, spirituality and religion are still one and the same. Okay, because we both believe in something, a higher power, if you will. Okay, and so try not to, if you're dealing with someone who's spiritual but you're religious, don't shun someone else's, choice in their beliefs. Okay, that doesn't automatically make a person, okay, especially in these days and times. Okay, um but with spirituality, it's just the same. Whereas religion, you pray, in spirituality, we more so meditate. Some people actually still pray, but they say Holy Spirit instead of God. Okay, or whoever you praise. Okay, so I don't want to stay here long with you guys, Cancer, but just saying. Okay, y'all about to go into another super extended, if you will, and I've already done one for y'all in the last few days. Okay, but that's all I'm gonna say when it comes to religious factors. Okay, next and final message is heart to heart conversations. Okay, heart to heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That's coming right up underneath the sword and the rose. Okay, so with religious factors coming up under mask, maybe someone is, playing like they are religious, but they're not. Okay, and they just don't want to come off, a certain way to you because they really like you. Okay, not realizing when you lie to a Cancer, that's it, they cut you. Okay, um, heart to heart conversation coming up under the sword and the rose. Okay, honest heart to heart. Okay, if you are needing some clarity in this connection, just ask. Okay, the only stupid questions are the ones that we don't ask. Okay, and so you will not know unless you ask the person directly. Okay, I can only give you but so much. Okay, and so it's better to have a heart to heart than to sit here and try and use tarot. Okay, I'm only here to help you guys as much as I possibly can with general messages. These are not personal. Okay, but if it resonates with you, by all means hit that like button, by all means share it, and hopefully get some clarity from it. Okay, and how to progress and move forward. All right, so until next time, Cancer, by all means feel free to check some of your other readings out. I have multiple readings in my playlist. And if you have a placement and you need a little bit of extra help, then I would suggest going and watching that reading. Okay, so until then, peace.